You know, it's interesting looking at the equation-driven spline here. Um, you can just put a range, etc., you know, and actually have it generate an equation. Um, so that's pretty cool, huh? Of course, you know, you can go in and cap it, and the surface. And make solid out of it. Anyway. Okay, now when you're drawing splines, man, I wish I could fix this thing so that I could stop out. Anyway, you know, you got these three arrows. You know, of course, you know this adjusts the angle. This, you know, allows you to adjust the head. If you grab the head, you can just pull the length, but I can't adjust the angle of it. You know, so it allows you to adjust what they call the weight of it. And this you can adjust both at the same time. So, okay, I guess I'll make a note of this. It's not worth spending any more goddamn time on. You know, when you first select a spline for editing, notice all the handles are grayed out, and if you select one of them, okay, it moves like all of them, you know, as far as an adjustment goes. But you know, the moment you start adjusting another one, you know, okay, it only affects the handles that are still grayed out. So, you know, if I grab this one, for example, now it's activated. The only one affected now, besides the handle I'm grabbing, piece of shit. One affected now, besides the one I'm grabbing, is the other one that's grayed out. Problem is, I don't know how to turn these back off once you've activated them, so that seemed to be a way to do it. And also, I can't, you know, edit the colors for the curvature cone, so, you know, the only way to see it, you know, is to highlight it. You know, there's apparently no way of changing it from that stupid yellow color. But in any event, you know, I wanted to say, you know, you can actually dimension a handle too. Like, change it to 7, okay, for example. So, you know, again, it looks a little different, but, you know, that gives you control, you know, some definition, and of course, you know, you can dimension an angle as well. I don't know how you do it. God damn it. Well, you know, apparently when you yeah, but at any rate, you know, I can't change the length anymore because we set the length, but I can still change the angle. if you want to add an angle dimension, you need another reference. Obviously you can't reference it to itself, so but you can add an angular constraint, so that way this dimension is pretty much fixed, because it's angular. We define the length and we define the angle here in between these two. Okay, the path length dimension is pretty finicky. Because you got to select a closed path to apply it. Like like I said, this goddamn thing is pretty fucking finicky, but once you do apply it, it does keep the path length, like you think. I mean, you'd think you could apply it to any fucking geometry, but you can't. It's just fucking stupid. Again, non-intuitive. Anyway, if we go to a style spline, it's really defining a spline with a straight line, and you're controlling its tangency, so supposedly. Okay, double clicking on it actually stops out. That was smart. But you can actually define angles, in between these points, and of course, lengths. Forgot what the fucking trick was here. How to lock that into one type or another. It's not holding down any of the control keys, I know that. Fuck off. You'd think hitting cancel would... I don't know. Okay, yeah, you click the mouse, that's what it was. Click the right mouse key and that locks it into that dimension mode. So, I want it locked in there so I can set it where the fuck I want, so it doesn't keep jumping around on me. Anyway, but you can do that, but you can also, you can also, god damn it! Man, I hate this fucking thing, how this works. This is just so total fucking bullshit. But at any rate, supposedly, doing things this way, gets you a better controlled curvature. So, it's more fluid than dealing with a direct spline where you got too much control almost. But this tends to form better curvature, so you can put horizontal or vertical relationships, or whatever at the endpoints, and then leave the middle available to some extent or another to freeform or modify, within your parameters. So like I said, looking at the curvature comb, you can see how smooth it is. I mean, you got an inflection point here, but generally speaking, it's pretty smooth, compared to what you get down here, with these fucking yellow things that you can't see, and I can't increase the density of for some weird reason. So, and it's hard to fucking know. Oh, okay, that's because it's applied down here. But, I don't know why. I don't know why I can't increase the density of this. you know, like I can this, and this is much higher density. So, at any rate, you know, the interesting thing is you can actually show curvature combs for any shape, apparently. So, well, any curve anyway. I don't think it allows you to do it for, yeah, for line segments or anything, but, yeah. But yeah, I mean, any curve though, I mean, you can actually show the curvature combs. This is a parabola, and this is an ellipse, and this is a circle, so I mean, curvature combs apply to more than just splines. Okay, one of the advantages of the conic type is that sometimes you know, you can select this auto tangency thing, okay, and it'll work. Like so. Now, have you note that for some fucking reason, it seems like I've had this problem before and came up with a solution to it, I don't know, but these fucking goddamn entities, you know, get constrained, and, you know, so you can't just fucking move them like you'd expect, even though there's no relations at all here in these entities, you know, no relations whatsoever are applied, you know, yet I'm constrained to moving it along this axis, you know. I don't know why. I mean, why would I be constrained like that? Like I said, the only way to fucking move it, you know, is to use the move command. So, but at any rate, that conic, you know, thing, you know, with auto tangency, you know, you can, you know, make adjustments in it, but generally speaking, if you want the auto tangency to kick in, you know, it's going to have to, you know, it's going to give you a limited set of options. So, and supposedly when you're trying to, you know, work with curved surfaces and so forth, you know, you should try to avoid straight lines because by definition they have zero curvature. By the way, I got this curve to appear on those on the comb by selecting this, and of course, you know, you'll probably have to go set that by default in templates or whatever to set it up. But you know, this just goes to show you how ignorant it is how they have this arranged. I mean, why am I digging for fucking spline setup issues, you know, in the middle of the sketch? You know, that shows you what it can control with the spline anyway. Anyway, it's ridiculous to have to use a fucking search engine just because these idiots couldn't lay things out in a logical way. That's why it's really hard to go through here and fucking try to find properties for anything you're trying to edit, because it's going to be buried in here in some way that's only loosely related a lot of times, you know, although you can find, like, you know, okay, grid and snap, that's logical. You know, colors, but again, you know, you don't have all colors here apparently. So, you know, anyway, it's just crazy.